right? Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Haloyim. La Yahweh. Yabashim. Yahushai. Bashim. Recha. Kodash. All right, and the water Yahweh Bashim Shai for giving us the spirit of truth in these last days, which the world cannot receive. And as always, double honors to our apostles, elders, great millstone, that taught us the truth and do it well. Peace, love, and salutations to the Zaquani wa Akim, the elders and the brothers standing stiffly. All right, for the names of Yahweh, by Yahweh shine truth and sincerity, and shalom to the predestined elect. All right, so yeah, we the brothers out here in GMS Tampa Bay. All right, 12 on the brother Quam. I got the brother.
Man, I call him.
Yeah, we just just want to flow through the spirit. Just switch it up a little bit. Just add a little flavor to it. Pretty much going into the Most High Yahweh Bashim Shai. It's not unrighteous to forget our works, man. The Heavenly Father Yahweh Bashim Shai is not unrighteous to forget our works. The videos that we doing, hey, even us being out here at camp, it's not in vain. Right at camp slot, at the park, it's not in vain. You see?
I mean, this camp say two or more gathered in my name.
Hey, the spirit. Hey, that's the spirit. See, because ultimately what? We're hosting the camp, man. You see? We're ultimately what? Prophesying the names of Yahweh Bashim Shai into existence, man. You see? And this is what the world don't want to receive. So let's go ahead and start here. All right? Because, we're coming into a time where, Jake pretty much is going to bug out because he don't have the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's why he didn't work. He don't got no works, okay, to back up his so-called faith, man. You see, you got faith, but you ain't got no works. How you gonna call on him whom you have not believed in, man? Romans the 10th chapter, we're on the 17th verse. 1 Peter chapter 1, all right, verse 9. But he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see afar off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins, right? And if you can't see through the spirit, all right, that Yahweh Bashim Shai is on his way back, okay? Through all the prophecies taking place, okay? So Kawhi so Edom get ready to come down with great wrath, all right? Hey, Donald Trump pretty much saying that the chariots, okay, these so-called UFOs, all right? Hey, he don't want to speak on that, man. Hey, Donald Trump don't want to speak on the chariots, man. Why? Because it's evident, okay, that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is on his way back. But you Jakes are blind to the fact that this is the truth. All right? Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, right? And this is that work, and this is that labor of love. Going back into the word labor, pretty much meaning work. Okay, this takes a lot of work to go into the scriptures. All right, go into the blue letter. All right, go into the Hebrew. Okay, go into the etymology. And these are all the things that we have learned from our elders and apostles, great millstone, to go into, so that we can build the house of David, man. Okay, scripture say what? Exhort one another daily. Go into the word exhort. What? Push what? Push to building. Okay, that house of David up, man. You see, and that's what we're doing. So the Lord is not going to leave us out here, okay, stranded, man. Okay? All right, from the building. Why? Because scripture say the house of David waxed stronger and stronger. How is that? In the faith. And what? Yahweh Bashim Shai was with King David. Why? Because of his faith, man. You see? He was a man after the Most High's heart. Why? Because he believed in the Lord, man. You see? And that house is here and it being established as we speak. So the Lord is not going to forget us, all our works that we do, whether we're doing videos out here at the park, okay, out there at the sea. Hey, brothers catching all type of hell, man. You see? Brothers dealing with baby mama drama, man. You see? Brothers ain't making much money. You see? All right, brothers catching hell at the job. But guess what? At the end of the day, Yahweh Bashim Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work that you have pushed towards his name. All right? Okay? There's a great glory coming to this, man. All we got to do is hold firm. Scripture say, hold fast to that which thou hast, and let no man take thy crown, man. All right? Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name. So this is all for the glorification of Yahweh Bashim Shai's name. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept real quick. In the book of Isaiah. See? Yahweh Bashim Shai is not going to forsake his elect, man. Isaiah chapter 48 verse 9. For my name's sake will I defer my anger, And for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Right? So this is for the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Messiah's name, that he not cutting us off. That's why in the book of Baruch, it says, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves, man. You see? And they shall think upon him whom they have, who they have in derision, roughly paraphrasing, man. You see? Pretty much forsaking the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right? It says, Isaiah 48, verse 10, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. Salakia. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. So the Lord have chosen certain men out here in a furnace of affliction. All right? And what we are greatly afflicted in these last days, man. Okay? When you go into being afflicted in the mind, we're being tormented by our thoughts, man. Why? Because Satan is ultimately constantly dwelling to see what if you're gonna go off. You see? But what? Through the spinning power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, we constantly pushing his work. Okay, and we looking forward to the things that are not seen, because the things that are seen are temporal. Matter of fact, that's the spirit. Let's get that real quick. 2 Corinthians 14. And that's the spirit that we're in, man. We're not worrying about the things that are seen. Okay? Now I'll let you grab it after this here. This is heavy right here, man. 2 Corinthians chapter 14. Slop. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. For which cause we faint not, though the outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And that inward man is what? The spirit, which is being renewed day by day by what? Through the afflictions, through the trials. And that's why when we're doing these lessons and we're doing these videos, the scriptures say, let not your sins weigh you down, because we're going to go off. But ultimately, we're doing the work. Everybody ain't doing what we're doing, man. Everybody ain't presenting themselves as a living sacrifice, man. Everybody ain't going out to camp. Everybody ain't conducting themselves in a holy manner. You see? In a holy conversation. Everybody can't do this. Everybody can't apply the scriptures, man. You see? So don't let your sins weigh you down, man. All right? It says, for our light affliction, see? For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us more exceeding in eternal weight of glory. So this is a light affliction. So that's why the scriptures say, all right, let not your sins weigh you down, because this is a light affliction that we're going through, man. All right? The fact that we in the flesh, okay, we're back here, hey, like the elder from GMS Rock Solid Foundation said, you know, the Nephilim is here, man. The fallen ones is here. But guess what? Hey, we being raised up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Messiah. That's why Micah the 7th chapter says, look not upon me, all right, in my distress, roughly paraphrasing, because what? He will bring me forth into the light. And that light is his truth. All right? We're being brought up, man. Yahweh Bashim Messiah is getting ready to exalt us, man. All right? So don't let your sins weigh you down, man. At the end of the day, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to give a reward to them that have stood stiffly for his name. And that's what this thing is all boiling down to, man. Who is going to stand stiffly for the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? All right?
Come.
Hey, so with that, hey, shalom. What up?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep.
Continue on with the spirit. You know, of course, want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And let's continue on through the spirit. I'm going to go ahead and grab 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and I'll start at verse 6. It says, rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. Right? So going into the truth that we received in earthen vessels, there's a certain characteristic we're supposed to be carrying, that we have this truth. You know, going into us being in the house of mourning, you know, but the balance is going into the Lord saying rejoice, because why? There's a great reward at the end of this labor, you know, which is the kingdom of heaven. You know, it says rejoice in the truth. All right. It says verse 7, it says, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. You know, because again, you know, the point that what we're doing is not in vain, because in the Lord, you know, what we're doing, the brother's going to about us coming out here, you know, at a day we can be doing whatever the hell we could be doing, but we're dedicating our lives to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, and again, putting the work in, going into our diligence, you know, because again, the manner of man with character is that there's hope at the end of this thing. You know, there's going to be a great, beautiful reward for those that endure unto the end. Okay, finish that course. It says in the book of Habakkuk, it says, write the vision upon table, plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right.
Okay, not being a sluggard, because it says the soul, the sluggard desires have nothing, but it says the soul, the righteous, or going to, I probably can read it.
Yeah.
The soul, the diligent shall be made fat, The soul, the diligent going to the elect, they're going to be fat because they're going to be blessed, But it says, I'll read again, 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 7 says, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things, right? And I'm going to go ahead and get 2 Timothy going into enduring all things for the elect's sake. That's the point, waking up the elect. Okay, it says, this gospel shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, then the end shall come. How did the gospel get preached to the four corners of the earth? Because men were laboring. Okay, those men going into our elders and apostles on down. We enter into their labor, okay? Enter into that fold by putting our hand to the plow. And putting your hand to the plow, you have the mindset that you're going to finish. You're not here just for a season, just like, certain men do. They come, they go. All right, but going into the gold, all right, tried in the furnace, they're going to endure unto the end. Those are going to be those acceptable men. You know what I'm saying? But it's here, 2 Timothy chapter 2, start at verse 10. It says, therefore I endured all things for the elect's sake. Right? And you having hope, you hope that you're part of the elect. So you're enduring for yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You're not, of course it says, Micah 7:6, I'll bear the indignation of the Lord because I sinned against him. Okay, first, remembering that we're a prisoner of hope. Okay, we're serving our jail sentence, but at the end of our sentence is our freedom. Okay, who's going to bring those keys? Yahweh Shai. Heavenly Father, Yahweh sending Yahweh Shai. Right here, I read again, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10 says, I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Hey, real quick, I'll come in real quick.
What happened? It's going?
Nah, it is, but it's just like...
Oh, that's just Satan, bro.
Yeah. I don't know where it just...
Is it still rolling though?
Yeah, it is. It's just like blurry, like fuck.
That's crazy. I mean, I'll just continue. I ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah,
but,
go ahead. We'll just edit it for you.
Yeah, whatever it may be. But that's there you go. Endure all things for the elect's sake.
Yep.
Okay, the Satan trying to quench the spirit.
Yep.
Hey, see, we're gonna break their courage, or we're gonna start all over again. Hell no, man.
Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, it ain't about me. It's about the word. If you hear the message, then you cool. You got precept, go ahead. But here, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation. So they may also, okay, because again, your hope is that you're part of the elect, okay, but also going to, faith coming by hearing. We preach the word so that those are going to receive, they receive too, because again, this is going to that family reunion, the first fruits, right? This is our conversation, the words of Yahweh Shai. It says that they may also obtain salvation, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach with eternal glory, okay? Eternity.
And what is that eternal glory? Ultimately, what? Being changed. And that's why the Lord is not going to forget our works, because we have put forth works unto heavenly treasures. To what? Receive that heavenly tabernacle, man. To ultimately what? Cash out on the new body. You know what I mean? Everybody want to cash out on the Bugatti, but the elect, they trying to cash out on the new body, bro. That's heavy, bro. We literally putting our mind towards, we're putting our money, okay, into heavenly things in hopes of receiving, okay, a new body, bro. That's heavy as fuck, bro, because everybody ain't doing that.
Yep, because that's that, again, going into that treasure, like it says in 2nd to 7th chapter, you have to go through that narrow before you get to the broad. That's how we don't get to that treasure we stored up. If we don't go through the troubles to get to that broad, how can we, we have to get through the narrow first, But here's 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11, it says, it is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. Okay, so we gave up our lives, going to our reasonable service. This is our reasonable service. Okay, this is what we're supposed to do. Okay, going to hold due demandments to fear the Most High and keep His commandments. Right? This is verse 12 says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us, because we're going to the Lord come and reward every man according to his works. Okay, going into, you're not supposed to forget your first love. Okay, not forget forsaking this truth. This holy assembly. Okay, this holy conversation, okay, endure to the end. Whatever your measure of time is, the Lord set you to do, okay, endure that, okay, because the Lord made it to where if you're part of the elect, you're going to get through it, right? If you got something, go ahead, but I'm going to get Luke 14. And
I got something real quick for you,
go ahead.
Just to back you up, because you breaking bread through the spirit, pretty much going into how Jake going to be saved. Jake going to be saved through this word, man. And that's why we out here, and that's why the Lord said he is not unrighteous to forget your work. We have put work into this word, man. We put that to plow and we ain't looking back, man. The scripture say what? We are not of them that what? Draw back. Right? This is real quick for you. James 1 and 21. And you can speak on this out. James 1 and 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
So it says receive with meekness. You're supposed to be humble. This thing is not supposed to puff you up. Okay, the scriptures say knowledge puffeth up. You know, you're supposed to be humiliated, okay, knowing that you've been going off all this time. Okay, you denied Yahweh Shai in works and in faith because you didn't know his name, and you were being in the world doing what you was doing. Okay, you're supposed to receive with meekness. Okay, again, it's an attitude, a certain characteristic you have. That's what the Lord said, the meek shall inherit the earth. You know, but going into about our faith and works, it's a balance, because it said if it's not a works, least any man should boast. You know, we're saved through grace. Okay, but ultimately it doesn't mean we free fall and just chill around and bullshit. You know, the Lord required us to do certain things. That's crazy to say, bro. We're gonna finish up though. There's Luke 14, and I'll start at verse 25 and read on down. Luke 14 and 25. It says, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, talking about Yahweh Shai. It says, if any man come to me and hateth not his father and his mother and his wife and his children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So going into hate, meaning to love less. Okay, Lord said, you got to decrease so I can increase. Okay, you have to decrease your things you cared about in the world, going into your family. Okay, you know, because it could just talk about, you know, honor thy mother and thy father. You'll be wicked if you cursing out your parents. That will, you cursing your own soul. You know, so this means to love less. Okay, again, going to that first love. You know, going into the work. It says, who is my brother? Them that doeth the will.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, and back you up, and that's why the Lord is not going to forget what you've done, because you actually turned from loving the world. Because Chris say what? Love not the world, neither things are in the world. But he that loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So you actually turn from loving these things more than the Lord. You know what I mean? So the Lord is not going to forget what you've done to turn back to him. You know what I mean? Because what he say, scarcely one man, you know, out of 1,000. So, bro, and that's why the scriptures say a remnant shall be saved, man. Because it's 1 out of 1,000 men that's actually rehearsing those righteous acts and putting forth the act of faith. And they depend on Yahweh Shai, because he not going to forget their works, man. Yeah,
because that's why Yahweh Shai said, I loved you first, you know, because we weren't doing anything towards the Lord, you know, but he gave us his wisdom, his knowledge, understanding, the faith to believe in his last days, to actually have a chance to succeed out of Jacob's trouble. You know, that's him saying, that's showing he loved us first. This whole time he's been watching us, says the fear of the Lord is made with the faithful in the womb. You was some gel, okay, you know, floating around your father, and the Lord put it in your spirit that's gonna be my servant. You know what I'm saying? But I'll continue to wrap this up. I know the phone's tweaking, but it's Luke 14 and verse 27. It says, and whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So again, that goes into you denying yourself. Okay, you got to carry your weight. You got to carry your own weight. Okay, you have to, of course, bear with your brothers. Okay, you know, bear each other's infirmities, have patience with them. Okay, build them up. You know, give them encouraging words. All right, but ultimately goes into you inspiring brothers. You know, but you got to carry your own weight too. Okay, you know, you have to bear your own burdens as well. Okay, and it says if you don't bear your cross, you can't follow after me. Okay, so again, you're supposed to be getting stronger, okay? Not getting weaker, okay? Because you think about fatigue, all right, the weight might be the same, but you getting weaker because you're getting maxed out. Okay, that's where you got to pray to the Lord for more faith. Go ahead.
And that's where stamina kick in.
There you go. That's the endurance.
And stamina is pretty, you set it up. Stamina is endurance, which what? Endurance pretty much means suffering. So that's why you always have the starters in, because they have much more of a capability of being able to suffer more, because they have more of a stamina. Why? Because they in the gym. They work, bro. They putting up the cross. They carrying the cross all. You know what I mean? So they don't need no breaks. You know, but when they do have to, you know, they gonna lean on the brothers that's able to come in and you know, bear that cross.
Because that's ultimately true with the spirit. Because it says in Proverbs, it says the spirit of a man beareth his infirmities. Okay, so that's ultimately what's kicking us in, keeping us going. It says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You're right. But I'll finish up. This is Luke 14 and 28. It says, for which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and count up the cost, whether you have sufficient to finish it. Okay, so you're supposed to be going into pretty much examining yourself. Examine means you're supposed to test yourself. Okay, going into examiner. Okay, going into wisdom. Wisdom is one that examines us. Okay, it tortures us. Okay, with discipline. Right. It does a diligent search of us, going into how we are and conduct ourselves in the world. That's why we have the brotherhood. We have leaders. We have elders. We have order. Okay, to make sure we're doing what's supposed to do in the world. Okay, because it says post about how we carry ourselves with those that are without, going without the truth.
And that's all work. That's all work. And the Lord is not unrighteous to forget that. You are actually rehearsing the righteous acts on the west. We out here in the west, you know, going back into the mind state of being from the east. So the Lord ain't gonna forget that, man. And then the Lord raised up man to show you how to live and show you to put you in that mind of a man. You know what I mean? To look, hey, if it got to be your life for this truth, and it is, you know, the Lord gonna ultimately, you know, redeem us. Yeah. But that's just going back into what you said, man. It's bringing you back into that manlyhood, man. You know, you gotta.
We had on time?
We had 20.
Yep. I'll read through. Luke 14 21. And 29, it says, "Least happily, after you have laid the foundation," meaning you got into it, right, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him. Okay, you don't want to be that guy on the outside getting laughed at, mocked at because he didn't finish. Okay, you always got a guy do a nice move, thinking about the basketball court, and they got nice handles, can do this and that, but you can't finish. Okay, you're gonna get laughed at. You can't shoot. You can't finish the bucket.
But you got handles for days. Exactly. And that handles is what? Grabbing all the precepts, showing up to camp, you know, being on time. But then when it come down to being in the body, okay, when it come down to a fellowshipping, you ain't there. You know, and that's what the Lord looking for. The Lord is looking for, the Lord is looking for that man that's gonna be there in the body. The scripture say for the perfection of the saints, for the work of the ministry, till we all come into the perfection of the body, man. You know?
Luke 14 and 30, it says, saying this man began to build, was not able to finish. Okay, that's why you're mocking, he ain't finished. Okay, that's why it's again, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 31 is, or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000. So you got to be, again, counting the cost, man. Soul searching, looking in within yourself. Do I actually have what it takes? Okay, that's what again goes into hope. The Lord's going to strengthen your hearts because He's stronger than our hearts. Right. All right. Right. Even if we condemn our own selves. But here's Luke 14 and 32. It says, or else, whether the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassage and desireth conditions of peace. I'm going to count the cost. But here, last one, it says Luke 14:33. It says, so likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. So again, like the scripture say, you got to put on the elect. Okay, take off the old man and put on what? The new man. Okay, being a new creature in Yahweh Shem Shai, according to the faith He's given us in these last days to believe in Him, and before all hell breaks loose. Okay, so pretty much that's it. You know, again, all we have is this word. Like Jake say, all I got is my word. You know, this is what it is. It's all we have. That's all we have is the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, and by the word, our belief in Yahweh Shem Shai is what? It's going to come to a kingdom. Our demeanor, everything a man should desire in righteousness is going to get to. He's going to give to his elect. All right. So with that, those words be edifying. Those words going to give our praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bahashem, Makak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole faith of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
That shit might have glitched out.
Yeah, I see that. Show us colors real quick.
Oh, that's why. Because it say low battery.
Oh,
because that's all cool though.
Were we in there?